a quiet monastery, nestled deep within misty mountains, there lived a wise and gentle monk named Ken. His presence was like the still surface of a lake, calm, unwavering, and deeply peaceful. People from nearby villages and distant lands traveled to seek his guidance, hoping to find answers to their struggles. Some came with questions about love, others about success, but many arrived burdened with worries, seeking relief from the weight of their restless minds. One day, a young man arrived at the monastery, his face tight with stress, his shoulders heavy with invisible burdens. His eyes darted anxiously, as if carrying the weight of 1,000 thoughts. As soon as he saw the monk, he bowed respectfully and spoke in a voice filled with frustration. "Master Ken, my mind is never at rest. I am always anxious, always troubled. My thoughts are trapped in the past, regretting things I cannot change, or they rush ahead into the future, fearing things that may never happen. I have tried everything, reading, working harder, distracting myself, but nothing brings me peace." Ken listened patiently, his eyes warm yet knowing. He gestured for the young man to sit on the wooden floor. Without a word, he picked up a teapot and a small cup. Slowly and carefully, he began to pour tea into the cup, his movements steady and deliberate. The young man watched in silence as the tea filled the cup, rising closer and closer to the brim. But even when the cup was full, Ken did not stop pouring. The tea overflowed, spilling onto the table, then onto the floor, forming small rivulets that trickled toward the young man. "Master, stop, the cup is full. It cannot hold any more tea," the young man exclaimed. Ken finally set the teapot down and looked at him with a gentle smile. "Like this cup, your mind is overflowing," he said. "It is filled with worries, fears, and endless thoughts. You seek peace, but there is no space for it. You must first empty your cup." The young man furrowed his brow, absorbing the words. He sat in silence before asking, "But how do I empty my mind? My thoughts never stop. How can I simply get rid of them?" Ken picked up the teacup again and held it in his hands. He gazed at the surface of the tea before speaking. "Look at this tea," he said. "It does not resist, it simply flows, adapting to the cup it is in, and when left undisturbed, it becomes still and reflects the sky above. Your mind is the same. Do not fight your thoughts. Do not try to force them away. Instead, let them come, let them go. Observe them as if they were clouds drifting across the sky." The young man took a deep breath, closing his eyes for a moment. He tried to follow Ken's words, not to resist his thoughts, not to fear them, but simply to observe. He imagined his worries as clouds moving in the vast sky of his mind. Slowly, the tight grip of anxiety loosened, and he felt something unfamiliar, a quiet stillness. Ken then spoke again, his voice calm as the wind through the trees. "A mind that clings to the past is a prisoner of memories. A mind that races into the future is a slave to illusions. True peace exists only in the present moment, for the present is all that truly exists." The young man opened his eyes, the weight on his chest feeling lighter. "I think I understand now," he said. "Peace is not something I must chase. It is already here if I allow it." Ken smiled. "Yes, when you stop filling your mind with unnecessary thoughts, peace reveals itself, like the moon appearing when the clouds drift away." From that day on, whenever anxiety crept into his heart, the young man remembered the lesson of the empty cup. He no longer fought his thoughts or drowned in them. Instead, he let them rise and fall, come and go, like the passing wind, like flowing water, like tea being poured into a cup. And in doing so, he finally found his Zen. The lesson of the empty cup teaches us that our minds are often filled with excessive thoughts, leaving no room for peace. To truly experience tranquility, we must practice letting go. Here are some practical ways to empty your cup and cultivate inner peace in daily life. 1. Mindful breathing, Zazen, seated meditation. Sit in a quiet place with your back straight. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, then exhale slowly. Observe your thoughts as they arise, but do not engage with them. Let them pass like clouds in the sky. Practicing for even 5-10 minutes a day can bring a deep sense of calm. 2. The let it flow practice. Whenever a stressful thought arises, instead of resisting it, Imagine it as a leaf floating down a river. Watch it drift away naturally, without grasping onto it. This exercise trains the mind to let go and not hold onto unnecessary worries. 3. Tea ceremony, a ritual of presence. Make tea or any warm drink and focus entirely on the process. Pouring, stirring, sipping. Be fully present in each step, appreciating the warmth and aroma. This practice cultivates mindfulness and teaches you to focus on the moment rather than racing thoughts. 4. Walking meditation. Kinyin, the Zen walk. Walk slowly and deliberately, paying full attention to each step. Feel the ground beneath your feet and sync your breath with your steps. If thoughts arise, gently return to the sensation of walking. This practice is ideal for those who struggle with sitting meditation. 5. Journaling with simplicity. At the end of each day, write down 3 things that brought you peace or joy. Let go of the need to solve everything. Simply reflect and release your thoughts onto paper. Writing helps clear the mind and reduces overthinking. 6. The art of Wu Wei, effortless action. Instead of trying to control everything, practice going with the flow. Trust that things will unfold naturally. When faced with a problem, pause and ask yourself, am I resisting unnecessarily? By embracing this principle, you reduce stress and work with life, not against it. 7. Silent observation, shikantaza, just sitting. Spend 10 minutes a day sitting in silence, doing nothing. Let go of the need to be busy or productive. Simply exist, allowing your mind to settle naturally. Final thought, just like the monk's lesson, true peace is not found by forcing the mind to be empty. It is discovered by letting go of resistance, allowing thoughts to come and go without attachment. When we stop clinging to the past and fearing the future, we create space for the present moment. The only place where peace truly exists. Empty your cup and the wisdom of the universe will flow into you.